Have you ever stopped to think about what distinguishes us as humans from advanced artificial intelligence like ChatGPT? While both can communicate using words and answering our questions, the way we process information and understand the world around us is fundamentally different. Let's dive into the core distinctions. So first off, I want to go into how we process information and break down concepts. So when a human says something like, "I love my dog," it's not just a string of words. This statement is accompanied by a genuine emotion and personal experience. You might instantly visualize your canine companion, perhaps even recall the sound of their bark or the feeling of their fur. Whereas ChatGPT processes the sentence, "I love my dog," by breaking it down into individual components, much like separating Lego blocks. It sees the words as a sequence: "I love my dog." There is no internal imagery, no emotional resonance, and no auditory recall associated with these words for dog. Now let's go into the depth of understanding beyond the words and see where the differences really lie. Now, for humans, our understanding of words, especially like dog, goes far beyond their dictionary definitions. We've likely interacted with dogs, cared for them, perhaps even experienced the loss of one. This lived experience imbues the word dog with a rich tapestry of personal meaning, connections to memories, emotions, and physical sensation. Whereas ChatGPT, on the other hand, has encountered the word dog countless times in the vast amount of text it has analyzed. So while it is able to predict the association of dog with the dog that we know, it doesn't actually have a deep understanding or understanding at all as to what a dog is. In addition to that, it has never actually interacted with a dog, played, or felt the companionship of a dog. Its understanding is based purely on statistical patterns in language, not on genuine experience. Now, if we go to contextual awareness, considering the bigger picture here, when a human starts a sentence with, "I'm feeling kinda," there's often an internal process of self-reflection and contextual analysis that follows. You might pause to assess your current state. Am I feeling this way because I'm tired? Did I eat enough today? Do I have a demanding task ahead of me? This internal check helps you complete your thought with relevant information. Now, GPT operates without this kind of internal check or contextual awareness. When faced with, "I'm feeling kinda," it relies on training data to predict the most probable next word. For instance, based on patterns in language, it might determine that tired frequently follows this phase and suggests that option without any actual understanding of our individual circumstances. Now, when we go to internal communication, speaking with purpose, that is, humans, when we speak, we usually have a specific intention behind our words. We might aim to be humorous, express kindness, convey information truthfully, or persuade someone. Our word choices are deliberate, driven by these underlying purposes and our understanding of the social context. Whereas ChatGPT, it generates text based on probability rather than intention. It analyzes the preceding words and predicts the most likely word to follow based on statistical patterns in its trading data. For example, if asked about pizza toppings, it might suggest pepperoni because that word appears frequently in discussions about pizza, not because it has a preference or understanding of what makes a good pizza. Its selections are driven by probability, not genuine intent. Now, when we go to learning and memory, that's evolving over time, right? So with humans, our capacity for memory allows us to recall events from the distant past. We are constantly learning from our experiences, reflecting on them, and evolving our understanding of the world as a result. This continuous process of learning and adaptation is a fundamental aspect of human intelligence. Contrast that with ChatGPT's memory, it's limited to the current interaction. Once a conversation becomes too lengthy, it starts to lose track of the internal parts. Furthermore, it doesn't learn and grow in the same way a human does. Any new knowledge or change in its behavior requires a deliberate process of retraining by its programmers with updated data sets. Now, in regards to true comprehension and asking deep questions, humans, when we encounter new information, we naturally engage in critical thinking and seek deeper understanding. We will ask ourselves questions like, is this information accurate? How does this align with my existing knowledge? And what are the implications of this? This active process of questioning and evaluating is central to human comprehension. Whereas for ChatGPT, on the other hand, it does not possess this capability for wonder, curiosity, or critical evaluation. Its primary function is to continue the pattern of language it has been trained on, focusing on predicting the next most probable word. It doesn't inherently assess the truthfulness or significance of the information it's processed. So while ChatGPT demonstrates remarkable abilities in generating human-like text, it's crucial to remember the fundamental differences in how we think and how AI operates. We feel, we reflect, and we truly understand the world around us through the lens of our experiences. And ultimately, that profound capacity for understanding is what makes us uniquely human. And if you got a lot of value out of this video, it would mean a lot to me and the channel if you showed some support by either subscribing, hitting the thumbs up button, and maybe even leaving a comment down below telling me what you thought of the video and giving me your opinions on this. Much love. Peace.